The miracle of life is an extraordinary process that begins at the tiniest, most microscopic level. It's a spectacular dance of nature, elegantly choreographed over 9 months. This journey from a single cell to a fully formed human being is a marvel of biology, a testament to the intricate and complex design of life. It's a process so intricate, it captivates both the scientific mind and the human heart. Every journey starts with a single step, and in this case, it begins with the smallest of cells. In the grand dance of life, conception is the first dip and twirl. It all starts with an intricate ballet of biology, where millions of eager sperm embark on a race of a lifetime, with only one reaching the precious prize, the egg. The victorious sperm, having journeyed through a challenging terrain, finally merges with the egg in a delicate embrace. This meeting of the sperm and egg, known as fertilization, takes place in the fallopian tube, a conduit between the ovary and the uterus. In this moment, something truly miraculous happens. The genetic material from both parents intertwines, creating a unique combination that has never existed before and will never exist again. This fusion results in a single cell, known as a zygote, which begins to divide and grow, marking the start of a new life. And just like that, a new life begins its journey, smaller than a grain of sand, but with all the potential in the world. In the first trimester, our tiny traveler is busy. It's laying down the foundations for everything to come. This period, spanning from conception to the 12th week, is a time of rapid, extraordinary development. With each passing day, miraculous transformations are taking place. Initially, our tiny traveler is a cluster of rapidly dividing cells, a microscopic entity known as a blastocyst. But before long, these cells start to specialize, taking on the roles that will shape the future human being. This process, called differentiation, is where the magic truly begins. By the 5th week, the tiny traveler is the size of a sesame seed. Yet already the foundations of the brain, spinal cord, and heart are beginning to form. This is also when the placenta, the lifeline between mother and baby, starts to develop, preparing to deliver nutrients and oxygen to the growing fetus. As we move into the 6th week, the heart, now a tiny, pulsating structure, begins to beat. The brain, too, is growing rapidly, and the neural tube, which forms the brain and spinal cord, closes. By the 7th week, the baby's facial features start to take shape. Minute buds, which will grow into arms and legs, appear. Around the same time, the liver begins producing red blood cells until the bone marrow forms and takes over this role. Around the 8th week, our tiny traveler is officially a fetus. It's about the size of a raspberry, but already every organ is in place, even though they are still rudimentary and have a long way to go before they're fully functional. By the 12th week, the fetus is about the size of a lime. It's starting to move, even though the mother can't feel it yet. The most critical parts of development are complete, and our tiny traveler now looks unmistakably human. By the end of the first trimester, our tiny traveler has come a long way, but the journey is far from over. As we move into the 2nd trimester, our little one begins to reveal its uniqueness. In this stage of the journey, the baby becomes less of a blueprint and more of an individual. The 2nd trimester is when the magic happens. It's the time when the distinctiveness we all hold within us starts to emerge. The baby's fingerprints, those unique identifiers, start to form. Yes, those tiny swirls and loops that will one day unlock smartphones and sign into apps begin their formation in the womb during this trimester. But it's not just about the physical changes. This is also the time when the baby begins to explore its environment. It's a period of discovery and experimentation. The baby starts to move, to stretch, to kick. It's an exciting time as the baby is becoming more active, more aware of its surroundings. These movements are not just random twitches, they're deliberate, purposeful. The baby is learning how to use its muscles, how to control its movements. It's a time of learning and growth, of development and change. The 2nd trimester is also when the baby's senses start to develop. The baby begins to hear, to respond to light, and to experience the world around it in a whole new way. It's a fascinating time, as the baby is beginning to interact with its environment, to respond to stimuli, to become aware of its own existence. And let's not forget about the baby's appearance. During the 2nd trimester, the baby starts to look more and more like a little human. The facial features become more defined, the body becomes more proportionate, and the baby's unique personality starts to shine through. In essence, the 2nd trimester is a time of transformation. It's a time when the baby evolves from a collection of cells into a unique individual entity. It's a time of growth, of development, of discovery. The 2nd trimester is a time of growth and exploration for our little one. In the 3rd trimester, our traveler is preparing for its biggest adventure yet, life outside the womb. This is a period of rapid growth and development as our little Voyager gears up for its grand debut. The baby's weight triples during this final stage as it starts to store fat, vital for maintaining body temperature and energy after birth. One of the most critical developments during the third trimester is the maturation of the lungs. These tiny yet powerful organs are the last to fully develop. They start producing a substance called surfactant, a magical compound that prevents the air sacs from collapsing when the baby takes its first breath in the world outside. Simultaneously, the brain, the command center of the body, undergoes significant changes. It's growing larger, forming billions of neurons and creating intricate networks that will govern everything from the baby's first blink to their eventual problem-solving skills. The brain's rapid development during this stage is a testament to the miracle of life, preparing the baby for the countless learning experiences waiting for them in the outside world. Another fascinating aspect of the third trimester is the development of rhythmic sleep cycles. Yes, our little traveler is already dreaming, sleeping, and waking at regular intervals. A pattern they'll continue after birth. The baby also fine-tunes its senses, especially hearing. It can now recognize its mother's voice and even respond to familiar sounds. It's almost as if the baby is already getting to know its family, even before meeting them face to face. The baby's bones harden, except for the skull, which remains soft and flexible for the journey through the birth canal. The eyes can open and close, and they may even perceive light and dark. The tiny traveler is now practicing swallowing and breathing, vital skills needed for survival in the outside world. The third trimester is indeed a period of immense growth and preparation. It's a time of anticipation, a time of marveling at the wonders of life's beginnings. As the third trimester draws to a close, our traveler is almost ready to embark on its new journey. Birth, a momentous event, is the culmination of 9 months of painstaking growth and development. It's the grand finale of a journey that has been both intimate and profound, a journey that has transformed a single cell into a fully formed human being. The process of birth, much like the journey that precedes it, is a balance of delicate intricacy and phenomenal strength. It begins with labor, a series of rhythmic contractions that signal the body's readiness to bring new life into the world. These contractions, though they may be intense, serve a crucial purpose. They work in symphony to gradually widen the cervix, creating a pathway for the baby to make its debut. As labor progresses, these contractions become more powerful, more purposeful. They usher the baby downwards, guiding it gently but insistently towards the light of the outside world. This is the stage of birth that we often picture when we think of childbirth. The mother, her face etched with the effort of the moment, pushing with all her might to bring her child into the world. And then, with one final triumphant push, the baby emerges. It takes its first breath, filling its lungs with air for the very first time. This first breath is a pivotal moment, marking the baby's transition from life in the womb to life in the outside world. It's a transition that's as abrupt as it is necessary, requiring the baby to adapt to a whole new way of living in an instant. The umbilical cord, once the baby's lifeline, is cut, signifying the end of its physical connection to the mother. But the bond that has been forged over the past 9 months is far from severed. If anything, it's stronger than ever, fueled by the shared experience of the journey they've just completed together. In the moments following birth, the baby is often placed on the mother's chest, skin to skin. This contact, known as kangaroo care, has been shown to have numerous benefits for both mother and baby. It promotes bonding, helps regulate the baby's heart rate and temperature, and can even improve breastfeeding success. And so, the miracle of life unfolds. From a single cell to a fully formed human being, the journey is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a testament to the incredible capabilities of the human body, a celebration of the strength and resilience of mothers, and a remarkable illustration of the profound connection between a mother and her child.